to 4.
Welcome to the Doug Bailey Radio Show. Here's Doug Bailey.
Well, tonight's the night. Finally, we get Alice Cooper here bringing his paranormal evening with Alice Cooper to the Des Moines Civic Center. Show starts at 8 o'clock tonight. Here in studio right now, the lovely Nita Strauss. How is it working with Alice Cooper? I talked to him last Friday and know what kind of a perfectionist he is. How is it working for him?
Oh, it's amazing. He is a perfectionist, but he's also really has a lot of confidence in us. You know, he did put together, if I may say so myself, he put together a good band. We've been a consistent lineup for, almost 5 years now. So he kind of trusts us to do our thing and make the show the best that it can be. And he's not too much of a perfectionist with us because we don't really give him much reason to get down like that.
For a lot of us, including myself, this will be my second time seeing you. You were here when Alice opened up for Motley Crue on their farewell tour here a few years ago at Wells Fargo Arena. So welcome back to Des Moines. You've got some stuff that we need to talk about. You were at Guitar Center last night. How did that go?
It's been amazing. The Guitar Center guitar clinics have been so cool. My signature guitar, the Ibanez Jiva, is out in stores now. And being the first female Ibanez signature artist, it's such an amazing honor and kind of like a big responsibility. I want to represent the girls of the music business well. So going out there and promoting the guitar, promoting Marshall amps and Boss pedals and D'Addario strings and doing it all these guitar centers, it's really a unique way for me to, share the equipment I use, but also kind of educate a whole new crew of people on this cool products and how I do things and why I do things. And of course, there's also meet and greet afterward, which is usually longer than the actual clinic, which is a ton of fun. They
all want to get stuff signed, see you, be able to talk to you, ask you questions.
Yeah, there's actually a huge Q&A in the clinic as well. So we do, about half the clinic is Q&A, but a lot of people don't want to ask their questions in front of people, and they want to ask it during the meet and greet. And I always say, why didn't you ask that so everyone could benefit from your question? Because oftentimes it's a really interesting question. So if you guys ever go to a guitar clinic, ask your questions so the class can get the benefit.
Because there might be somebody that's wanting the same thing and just is as nervous as that person to ask.
Exactly.
And then it won't get asked.
And then it won't get asked, and then everybody doesn't learn, how important it is to stretch before playing guitar, or, whatever these interesting questions are. I would say, why didn't you ask that when I had the opportunity to answer it for everybody? So if you take one thing away from this interview, definitely ask those questions when you get the chance.
Let's get some background on you, Nita. How did you get into playing guitar? Is it something you always wanted to do? Did you just kind of fall into it? Maybe start in the band and go, I couldn't play this, and let's try guitar.
Well, guitar has been my love since I was 13 and I saw the movie Crossroads with Steve Vai. And once I saw Crossroads and I saw Vai's performance in that movie, I was just totally hooked. I was all gung-ho about guitar. I tried drums and bass before, but they didn't really stick. It wasn't that I was in bands and wasn't good enough to do it. I just didn't really like it that much. It just didn't really resonate with me. And then once I started playing guitar, it was just all over.
And you are, I didn't realize this, you are ranked number 1 on the list of 10 female guitar players you should know. How does that feel to be the number 1, the top dog, the top guitarist?
It's pretty insane. As a young guitar player growing up reading Guitar World magazine, to have them say something like that about me was really an honor. And now I have a monthly column in Guitar World. Now I get to impart whatever I think could be helpful, to the next generation of young guitar players. So it's really amazing.
Let's talk about the new record. You got a new album out. Can you let the listeners know about that?
Yes. My record, Controlled Chaos, is coming out November 16th. I am so excited because it's going to be my first time stepping out into the world as a solo musician. I've been in so many bands. I've played so many shows. I've done so many tours. But this will be my first time doing it as a solo artist under my own name. So it's extremely, extremely exciting.
How did all this come to be?
Well, it's really it's something I've wanted to do my whole career. I've always wanted to make an instrumental record. And, it's hard as a guitar player to get started doing something like that. Of course, like you said earlier, you fall into bands, you start touring with different bands and stuff. But I always had the idea in my head to make a solo record. So my awesome boss, Alice Cooper, took the summer off from touring with our band to tour with his other band, the Hollywood Vampires. And that was the moment I was like, okay, I can see this moment and I can use that time to make my record.
Any guests on there? Who's all on the album with you?
It's actually really just me. I decided this time around not to add, a lot of celebrity guests, so to speak. So I played all the guitars and bass. My boyfriend, Josh, who's also my manager, played the drums. Kat Scarlett from Femme Fatale and my band We Start Wars played keys. And everything else was me. You know, I decided rather than start like cashing in my chips and saying like, hey, I've made some friends and connections in the industry, in my career, you know, hey, can everybody play on my record? I just wanted this first time out of the gate to just be my vision and be about me. And if we sell tickets or if we sell records or we don't sell records, I don't want to stand on the merits of like, oh, she sold records because she asked Alice for a favor to sing on a song or because she called in this guitar player to do a solo or whatever it is. I just wanted to stand on my own 2 feet for my first record. The only real guest musician that we have is Tina Guo, who is an amazing concert cello player, and she played cello on one of the songs.
And where can everybody get it?
You can get it November 16th on Sumerian Records, anywhere that music's available, iTunes, Amazon, my website, nitastrauss.com. It's available actually for pre-order right now. There's limited edition pre-order vinyl, t-shirts, hoodies, signed posters. Everything that's pre-ordered from my website, nitastrauss.com, will come signed, which is kind of cool. All the CDs and all the vinyl will come already signed. So that's
and then you're
awesome.
hitting the road after that.
And
so they
then
can
I'm
come
hitting the
see,
road.
people can come see, if they listen to the album, they come see you play it live and hear it live. And
Oh yeah, definitely. We start the tour November 19th. We start my solo tour. The record comes out the 16th. We start the tour the 19th. I think the closest we're coming to here is Iowa City. That's not too far from here, is it?
oh, it's about a 90-minute drive over to the Iowa City. So it's just on the
nothing.
eastern side of the state, not that far.
Yeah, so Iowa City will be the end of November, and November 28th, I want to say. It's toward the beginning of the tour, so we won't be too tired yet. So come on down and see us if you can.
I think I see a guitar in that box right there. Do you want to hang around for a little bit? We'll come back after we pay some bills, play a couple songs. Is it
You guys are going to have to come to the show tonight to see that.
you're not going to let us?
You're going to have to come to the Alice Cooper show for that.
I thought maybe I could talk you into grabbing that out. Here in studio with Nita Strauss. Of course, she is a guitarist for Alice Cooper and Nina and everybody else on stage tonight at the Des Moines Civic Center, 8 p.m. showtime for a paranormal evening with Alice Cooper. And I found this tidbit out. I wanted to ask you about this. You appeared in April in Wrestlemania 34.
So much fun.
Can you tell everybody a little bit about that, how that came to be, why you made the appearance on there?
Yeah, WrestleMania was like an absolute dream come true. I'm a big wrestling fan. You know, I've been watching WWE and all the indie shows, and you know, I go to PCW Ultra indie shows in Los Angeles where I live, and I'm always watching this stuff. And to get to be a part of a WWE production, like especially on the level of WrestleMania, was just absolutely amazing. You know, to play in front of 80,000 people at the Superdome where the Saints play, you know, and to millions and
I
millions.
hear that's an
streaming at
awesome
home.
environment down there, by the way.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's really, you know, just the environment in New Orleans. Like we played in New Orleans a lot, and it's a really, really, you know, it's a volatile atmosphere. Let's say it's not like the safest place to go hang around and walk around at night, but it's an amazing place to go play music, and to get to be there with all the passion of the WWE fans was really amazing.
Who's one of your favorite wrestlers?
I like the Ultimate Warrior. I've always liked the Ultimate Warrior. I just like his energy. I like, you know, like the way he does what he does. He's not like the greatest technician, you know, not like the craziest moveset, but I just always dug his vibe. And the newer wrestlers, I'm loving heel Becky Lynch. I love to watch evil Becky Lynch do her stuff.
Well, Nita, thanks a lot for coming in today. Let everybody know if they've been listening to this and want to know where to contact you at. Where can they see you on social media?
I am Hurricane Nita on Instagram and Twitter, Nita Strauss on Facebook, and of course you can always keep up with everything I'm up to on my website, nitastrauss.com.
Would that be your wrestling name, Hurricane Nita?
Hurricane Nita. I mean, yeah.
I was just thinking of that. Would that be your wrestling name?
It would be a great wrestling nickname for sure. Yeah, if I ever do step in the ring, it would probably have to be that.
Would you ever try it?
Oh, I never say never. But, you know, I got to be careful of my hands. I got to keep my day job.
They have to figure it out, so you have to maybe just smack somebody over the head with your guitar. And
Yeah, I'd be good
do
at that.
that.
I got some tips on the guitar smashing over the head from Tommy Dreamer, who probably knows better than anyone how to smash a guitar over someone's head safely. So I've got the moves now if they ever want me to do it.
who knows? We might see you there.
You never, ever know.
Nita, thanks for coming in. We will see you here in just a few hours, Des Moines Civic Center. Tickets, there are still some available. They are few and far between, though. So head over to kggo.com right now and check that out. Of course, your new album, Controlled Chaos, in stores on November 16th, correct? In stores online. And you're going to be hitting the road on November 19th. So I'm anxious to see you over in Iowa City.
Can't wait. Please
We'll see you
come
tomorrow
out.
night. We'll come over and see you some solo stuff in Iowa City. So thanks a lot for coming in. Enjoy your time here in Des Moines, and we're ready for a kick-ass show tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to the Doug Bailey Podcast. And don't forget to subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast platform.